Hello, Destiny Universe. Today I'm going after the Wish Ender bow. Not doing the first part of it. I'm just doing it from the Ogre Room. So as you can see, I'm doing this part solo just because one of my friends was helping me through the last part where I had to kill that dude in the middle after he ran the orb through the thrall room and put it down, and then you have to run across and you got to kill that boss. So this part my friend was helping me, but I couldn't figure it out. Then I went on Cactus's page, and your boy Rick Cactus, you remember him. So I went on his page and he had a pretty good tutorial of how to do this part. So I'm just making my own video so that people that are following me on Destiny, I'm not like a hardcore sweaty player. So recently I've been playing it more and more because unfortunately, life is not exactly the best. So I'm spending my time playing games. So anyways, you can see I'm on my hunter and I'm using my void class. So basically on this part you have to go through and collect those petitioner's mark, and you have to 45 seconds between each wizard, and so it's kind of a quick thing you have to do very quickly. I noticed the petitioner's mark is wearing down fast, so then I decided, okay, I better speed this up. So I killed these wizards, and I'm like trying to get through this very quickly, and as you see, the wizards, they like to try to dodge you and avoid you, and so I got second petitioner's mark. So as you can see, I got petitioner's mark times 2, and these when you first start attacking the wizards, make sure you kill the Vex looking dude that's taken, because he is going to protect the wizard and anybody else that's near him with a protective shield, so you can't kill him. And as you see, there's petitioner's mark number 3. So you need 4 petitioner's mark before you can go to the middle and dunk. But because I'm trying to get the other ogre to pop up, the smaller, taken ogre, I was trying to just get through this, So I'm just, getting through this. And so you see, I got 24 seconds for the mark. And so I get mark number 4, and it says petitioner's burden now. So then I run up here and dunk. And immediately after I dunk, I look to the right, and I see that invisible ogre or minotaur, the taken one. So I kill him, and then I run up to the back side of the room where you come in, and you grab that little orb, which they call it a relic, but it's an orb, it's any easier way to say it. But I grab it, and you run all the way back towards the entrance, and you'll see one of the statues in the middle that doesn't have an orb. So you give it to her, and all of a sudden you look over there, you see a blight appearing, and there's Lord Zaboth, I think. And you got to kill that ogre, because if you're trying to get the Wish Ender, you got to kill him without killing the main ogre at first. So I'm running back and forth, and I'm like, oh my god, they're putting shields up, And as you see, that Vex looking guy, he was putting a freaking heal inside of the bubble. So then you kill Lord Zaboth, and you got the waking token of Zaboth. Now you just need to kill the big boss and get through. And unfortunately, when I was running this solo, I ran around, and I did try it again after this attempt, and I almost got the big ogre down, but unfortunately I just I was so pumped up that I got past the this part by myself. I lost my brain for a moment. So I sent out a shout on Destiny's phone app, and couple guys came in and helped me finish off the boss in there. And so as you can see, the time's running out, and I only have 30 seconds, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, okay, well, this is going to be good. So I run over here, and as you see, the things are getting red, and the lights are just turning down now. So I'm like, okay, well, this part, it's not going to work. So like I said, I just went and hid and let the lights go out. As you see, everything's getting orange and red. It's ready to kill me. So, I'm like, okay, well, this isn't good. And you see me fade out. So, as I said, I got the waking token of Zaboth. So now I just need to clear the boss. So, like I said, I brought in a couple of people, and they're pretty cool about it. And I just told them I need to kill a guy and go present my cleanse tokens to the statue so I could get my Wish Ender. And so, you know, they're like, oh, no problem. But they wanted to finish it so they could get the checkpoint. You know, right now there's a cheese with the checkpoint. You know, they're rotating it in and out. You know, one person's getting a checkpoint, another person's getting checkpoint, another person's getting checkpoint. They're just swapping 2 in, 1 out, 1 in, 2 out. They're just doing it to get the checkpoint. But it's an easy farm for, you know, people that are trying to get, you know, experience points and stuff like that. You know, and also they're trying to get the, you know, war table for the new season up. And as you see, like I said, we got to kill that Vex looking dude. He's always going to continue to heal. And so as you see, with 3 of us in here, I'm not taking all the damage anymore. I'm just kind of running around doing my own thing. And so we all went our own way because, you know, 3 of us are all melters. So, you know, it's pretty good. And we, like I said, see that Vex? He's always healing. I was thinking, come on, really? Big guy's like, he's like a sore thumb, you know? He's just there, you know? And he's always healing people, so you can't kill him. I mean, you could have the best gun in the world. So as you see, I go in there and I'm trying to dunk, and so is the other guy. And look, we dunk, and all of a sudden, the boss is ready to get melted. And as you see, with 3 of us, that boss is a cupcake. So look at him; his health is just going bloop, 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 and he's gone. And so I finished that part, and you see my season rank's already 49. You know, I've been doing a lot of grinding, a lot of stuff, so I'm not like 100 yet. Like my friend Jared, he's getting pretty high. And before you pass this area, make sure you stop if you got all the cleanse tokens and present your tokens to the statue and collect your loot. And as you see, I finally got the Wish Ender again. I have it on my other account, so I knew the process, but it's been like 4 or 5 years since I've done it, so it's been a while, you know, so I'm very happy now. And these guys, they want to finish the mission. So, you know, we're going through and we're going to finish this mission now. So going back to, you know, how I got here, you know, the Wish Ender is good for barrier champions. I mean, believe me, I've used it since I got it again, and it's been a neutralizer. And all those yellow bosses in, say, the new area of Lightfall, I'm telling you right now that the Wish Ender is like the meta, because it hits so freaking hard on everything over there. I mean, I can 2-tap those yellow bar harpies. Like, you know, some bosses, you know, I can 1-tap them. So I mean, just the power of the Wish Ender is, to me, it was really worth going through it. So if you get a chance, go get the Wish Ender. I mean, you know, when you're not going in, when your guns aren't invisible and you can see the sights, it's a great gun. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, I was very happy. And you know, what we're doing right here is these guys are telling me to take a tincture so I can see these platforms, because there's a chest on the other side of this. And I was like, oh really? And they were like, yeah. So we jumped through. I was like, oh wow, I've been doing this for so many years and I never knew about this chest back here. So if you're going to do this, make sure after you present your token and you're going to finish it and get the checkpoint for the last boss, make sure you stop and get these chests, because you know, as you see there, you know, the guys were very knowledgeable about these different areas. And you know, I was pretty happy that these 2 particular guys came in to help me. And they were very friendly, and you know, give a shout out to them. You can see their names. One's Captain something, and I can't recall the other ones, even though I'm reading the name tags. They're just kind of going by too fast. But you know, this day was good. You know, I was very happy about it. And going back to the damage the Wish Ender does, it does amazing damage. So I mean, there's a lot of barriers all over the place, and like you got like those flying things around with the shields on them. The Wish Ender actually bypasses that shield. So if you don't have the Wish Ender, and you know, I know it's an exotic and it's taking up an exotic thing for, say, your Xenophage or your Galahorn or something else that you know you want to use, or say you're running a volatility. You know, as you see, I'm running volatility myself, but that Wish Ender, you know, I'm running retro, and I'm also running a little submachine gun, so I get volatility rounds constantly, you know, running my Void class and my Hunter. And with that, you know, I like to run a Wish Ender because, you know, the submachine guns I think are really good for overload champions, and the bow is good for barriers. and we're facing a lot of barriers, and like, you know, I'm not quite strong enough right now to do the what do you call, lost sector. I tried it a couple times. The wish ender, you know, it actually makes it very convenient for me. So I love the wish ender, you know. It's really good. And sorry if you hear my dogs barking, that's so I closed my door. But anyway, you know, right now I'm not strong enough to do the lost sectors, you know. I was barely strong enough before the light bulb came up, and I was getting them done, you know. I figured out how to get them, and I got strong enough to finally do them. And now, you know, I went in there, and the overload champion, I got one of them burned down, but you know, when I got to the second part where I had to face the what do you call, the barrier champion, and I have the flying thing that's moving around with the shield. I had that, had barrier, then I had these wyverns, you know, they're all coming at me at once, and I just couldn't get the lost sector done. I mean, it's very hard, you know. I mean, I think you know, because my friend, he's 18, 17 right now, and he's doing a lot of sectors. You know, he says it's not that hard, that he can do them, but you know, he still hasn't went you know, flawless yet, but you know, he's still working on it, you know, because he's trying to get that out of the way. And so, you know, with this here, you know, some of the content is very, very difficult, you know, for like Neo Muna or whatever that is. That content is very hard. I mean, so I think that the way they set it up, like Callus now, you know, he's still pretty tough, and legendary campaign, it's pretty tough. And you know, like I said, if you need a weapon that you can feel reliable on and you like bows, go get the wish ender. I mean, it's a very easy bounty. You can go to the kiosk, and it drops from a lot of different places. So you know, to me, the wish ender was worth getting, because it's, since I've gotten it, it's made a lot of the content I do a lot easier, because I'm just enjoying it, you know. So you know, anyway, going back to the gameplay, you know, the difficulty of this here is a lot to do with a lot of streamers that they're talking about how easy everything is. And you know, for them, you know, their whole life is based upon playing a game. And some of them are pretty cool, because you know, they give you loadouts to help you to try to be as good as them, you know. And so, I mean, you know, I can appreciate what they're doing, you know. And you know, the Destiny developers, you know, developers, you know, they're trying to make the game more fun for the players that are looking for a harder content. But you know, honestly, you know, I go to the other planets, and say I was on Nessus yesterday doing lost sectors, you know, trying to get kills with my new Vex Glaive, and the ads in there die so easily, you know. And you know, I got my power level up to 1802 on my hunter now. So I'm, you know, goofing off last night doing these EDZ, you know, battle zones. And that glaive, that Vex Glaive, it's absolutely an amazing glaive to use. I am not going to lie. It's, honestly, it's fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a glaive person, but I shoot something, get my volatility going, and, you know, and I start meleeing, and I get this overshield on me, and it's crazy, because, I mean, I'm absolutely wrecking. I mean, you know, I'm running through there, and, you know, I'm chunking away at the boss, you know, or that little, I can't remember, the Scion, you know, EDZ battle zone one. And that new glaive, it's absolutely amazing too. Just like I said, the Wish Ender, you know, I love my Wish Ender. I'm not going to give that up now, because when I'm doing open world stuff, it's an amazing weapon to have. And this is where people are farming right here. They'll kill these two, you know, these three, you know, knights, and the boss melts so fast, you know. I mean, you really don't need heavy, but I mean, it's quick. You can use heavy if you're running a retro or heavy machine gun or something. You can go through there and just melt, you know. So as you can see, the boss is ready to get killed, and me, I'm a, you know, tether hunter, so I just, okay, look, the boss is dead. And so these guys, they logged out, switched accounts, and they were getting a checkpoint. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and listened to my rambling.